In a peaceful town, there lived a boy named Arav. Arav was an average student, neither exceptionally bright nor too weak in studies. However, he had big dreams of achieving success. Despite his ambitions, he struggled with one major problem: he lacked discipline. He often procrastinated, ignored small tasks, and found it difficult to stick to a routine. Although he dreamed of a successful life, Arav never took real action. He would plan big things but never follow through. Whether it was studying, exercising, or learning a new skill, he would always say, "I'll start tomorrow." But that tomorrow never came. His parents and teachers advised him to be more disciplined, but their words never made an impact. Arav believed that only massive efforts could bring success, and since those big efforts seemed difficult, he didn't even try. One day, Arav met an elderly man named Mr. Dev, who was well known in town for his wisdom. Seeing Arav's struggles, Mr. Dev smiled and asked, "Arav, do you know the secret to success?" Arav, curious, shook his head. The old man continued, "Success doesn't come from one big action. It comes from small, consistent habits. Let me tell you a story." He began. Once a young boy planted a tiny apple seed in his backyard. Every day he watered it and took care of it, but after a year there was no growth. 2 years passed and still there was no sign of a tree. Other plants had grown tall and strong, but the apple seed remained buried in the soil. Many people laughed at the boy and told him he was wasting his time. But the boy had faith and continued to care for it. Then, in the 5th year, something amazing happened. Within just a few weeks, the apple tree sprouted and grew rapidly. The boy smiled and said, "The seed wasn't doing nothing for all those years. It was growing roots deep underground to support its future height." Success in life is just like that, Arav. Small efforts may seem invisible at first, but over time, they build a strong foundation for great achievements. Hearing this story, Arav was deep in thought. He realized that he had been waiting for big changes while ignoring the small habits that could lead him to success. "What kind of small habits can I develop, sir?" he asked eagerly. Mr. Dev smiled and shared some life-changing habits. 1. Waking up early. If you wake up just an hour earlier every day, you get an extra 365 hours in a year. Imagine what you can do with that time. Arav had never thought about time in this way. He decided to wake up early and use that extra time for self-improvement. 2. Reading every day. Reading even 10 pages daily means you'll finish about 12 books a year. Those books can change your mindset and improve your knowledge. Arav loved stories, but had never considered reading self-improvement books. He made a habit of reading a little each day. Setting small goals. If you set a goal to write just 200 words a day in a year, you will have written an entire book. Small efforts lead to big results. Instead of waiting for the perfect time, Arav decided to set small daily goals. 4. Avoiding procrastination. Whenever you feel like postponing a task, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start immediately. This simple trick will push you into action. Arav applied this rule and noticed he was able to finish tasks faster. Practicing gratitude. Every night, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This will shift your mindset from complaints to appreciation. At first, Arav found it silly, but as he continued, he noticed he became more positive and happy. 6. Exercising for 10 minutes daily. A short workout every day is better than waiting for the perfect day to start a gym routine. Arav started doing small exercises, and soon he felt more energetic. Limiting screen time. Before using your phone, ask yourself, is this helping me grow or just wasting my time? Arav realized he spent too much time on social media and started using that time for productive activities. Over the next few months, Arav followed these small habits. At first, the changes were invisible, but as time passed, he noticed improvements. His focus increased, his grades improved, and he felt more confident. By the end of the year, Arav had transformed into a disciplined and responsible person. He didn't wait for big changes anymore. He focused on small daily habits that built his success. Years later, Arav became a successful entrepreneur, and people often asked him the secret of his success. He always smiled and said, "Small habits create big results." Success is not about luck or talent. It's about the small actions we take every day. If you want to change your life, don't wait for a big opportunity. Start with small habits. Just like the apple tree, your efforts may not show immediate results, but with patience and consistency, you will grow beyond imagination. So what small habit will you start today?